But the one thing that we do, and that I work on directly, is helping people who are starting and growing unconventional learning environments. These are micro schools, learning pods, homeschool co-ops, learning collaboratives, hybrid schools. And Atlanta is a hot spot. There is so much of that happening here in Atlanta, so you guys keep it up. But what we do is we provide a free legal support to education entrepreneurs so that they can move forward with confidence through this very complex maze of regulations and laws. Because, most of the people who want to do this unconventional learning environment, they're not lawyers, and a lot of them are parents or teachers, and they're not business people either. They want to help kids learn, right? And so they need help. And so that's what we're there to do. So they can go to our website at yeslegal.org. If you're starting an educational environment, unconventional learning environment, or if you're running a homeschool co-op or a micro school or a learning pod, you can go to yeslegal.org and submit your question, and an attorney who understands what you're trying to do and supports what you're trying to do is going to get in touch with you and give you free personalized one-on-one support. We're going to answer your questions, and it isn't going to cost you a cent.
What? Okay, like free one-on-one. I mean, just okay. Let me.
You're having a little trouble with that too.
Process.
My name is Esau McKnight, actor, stuntman, martial artist. Today, I did an episode of the Tina Ramsay Show. She is so amazing. I had such a great time chatting with Tina. What a professional effort she always puts forward. Thank you so much for having me, Tina.
A really great experience on the Tina Ramsay Show. I felt like she really asked some valuable questions that can help a lot of people, especially in regards to monetizing. And so the vibe was great. I honestly wouldn't mind coming back on again if she invite me. And I felt like the conversation just flowed. So I am super happy, and I can't wait for the show to air on every single platform out there. And thank you again.
Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsay, the host of the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast powered by CTR Media Network. And we are at the Flourish Black Homeschooling Conference here in Decatur, Georgia. And we are bringing you some of the best in the arena of education as well as homeschooling. So I have another amazing special guest for you. His name is Michael P. Donnelly, and he is from Yes Every Kid Foundation. So I want to know about this foundation, don't you? So let's talk to him. How are you?
It's great to be with you, Tina.
Listen, it's great to be with you as well. So tell us a little bit about your foundation, what you do, and how you help people.
Yes Every Kid Foundation is a fairly new foundation, but our objective is to help support the transformation of education in our country. We believe that parents are looking for something different. Research shows pretty clearly that people want something better for their kids than they're getting today. People don't necessarily think that college should be the end of the road. They want kids who have character. They want kids who are enjoying their learning experience. They want a personalized learning experience for their children. And so we're here to be their voice to policymakers, and also to help people who are starting unconventional learning environments, and to make sure that, when the policymakers do pass legislation that transforms education to be more personalized and individualized and to support people, that they do it in a way that meets families' needs, because that's something that we don't think is happening very much today. We've got these big box schools and systems, and it's very top down. And we believe that education should be more driven from the bottom up, more family driven, more family centered, more family focused. So that's what we're all about.
Wow, I agree with you, because when you go back 100 years, what worked then do not work now. Correct. We're living in this digital era where everything, you get information by a click of a hand, but we're still doing these things the same old way. Right. That don't make sense. So the fact that you guys see this problem, and you're not only doing something by starting a foundation, but you're going to the root of the lawmaking, the legislation, because at the end of the day, we have laws.
We do.
We have laws. And so those laws dictate how we're supposed to navigate in all arenas, but especially in regards to education. And now that we as parents want more for our children. And even our children want more for themselves.
And they should.
And they should. So the fact that you're building this, and how can a parent utilize what you guys have and be able to benefit from it?
You know, parents are not going to utilize our services because we're focusing on policymakers and the government to make them do the right thing, right? And so, but parents are really important because they're the ones who vote. It's their voice that policymakers are listening to. So we're working on ways that we can provide opportunities for parents for their voices to be heard. And there are organizations out there that we partner with that do that. But the one thing that we do and that I work on directly is helping people who are starting and growing unconventional learning environments. These are micro schools, learning pods, homeschool co-ops, learning collaboratives, hybrid schools. And Atlanta is a hot spot. There is so much of that happening here in Atlanta, so you guys keep it up. But what we do is we provide a free legal support to education entrepreneurs so that they can move forward with confidence through this very complex maze of regulations and laws. Because, you know, most of the people who want to do this unconventional learning environment, they're not lawyers, and a lot of them are parents or teachers, and they're not business people either. They want to help kids learn, right? And so they need help. And so that's what we're there to do. So they can go to our website at yeslegal.org. If you're starting an educational environment, unconventional learning environment, or if you're running a homeschool co-op or a micro school or a learning pod, you can go to yeslegal.org and submit your question, and an attorney who understands what you're trying to do and supports what you're trying to do is going to get in touch with you and give you free personalized one-on-one support. We're going to answer your questions, and it isn't going to cost you a cent.
What? Okay, like free one-on-one. I mean, just okay. Let me.
You're having a little trouble with that too.
Process,
what's the word?
Okay, because legal consultation, legal advice is not cheap.
No,
it's I mean, and it should be the price that, I mean, you went to school about 12, 13 years or more. I mean, so I can understand why the price is what it is, because you're an expert in whatever it is that you do. Right. However, the fact that you're providing and navigating this type of terrain and providing access to the parent, to the entrepreneur, because you're right, as parents, we're focused on the best education possible. We're not thinking about, okay, what's the policy? What's the legislation? Am I in regulation? Because your passion might not necessarily be aligned with what the rules are.
That's right.
And so the fact that you have an organization or a foundation that keeps us in line to make sure that we can keep doing what we do, but from a legal standpoint, making sure that we have all of that into place. I mean, wow, I have never even thought about this side of the education. So helping with the learning pods, the co-ops, and providing that sound advice, because you're gonna have to cross the legal side one way or another. And it's so much better to know that you have a peace of mind to have a foundation like yours, that if that comes up, you're like, listen, how can I make this regulated? And I like the fact that you also mentioned how you're looking for ways to include the parent's voice, because you know the law, but what is it that we're thinking and what we need for our children, and the fact that you're taking the time. Let me just say that again. You're taking the time to listen and provide viable things that we can do within this industry, but also providing the legal side that we don't know. Let's just be honest.
That's right.
We don't know what we don't know. So what made you decide to start this amazing foundation? Because I
didn't start the foundation. The foundation.
I'll be a part of it.
Yeah. So before I joined this foundation, I served the homeschool community for many years as a lawyer with the Homeschool Legal Defense Association, serving the homeschool community and answering their legal questions. And the foundation asked if I would be willing to help them do the same kind of thing, but helping education entrepreneurs who are starting unconventional learning environments. And it sounded like it was very cutting edge and interesting to me. And so I said yes, and I was very glad to join. And we've built a legal center where people can get free legal support and to get their questions answered. And it's because of people who donate to our foundation, our partners and our donors, who make it possible for us to provide this service to help people who are starting these unconventional learning environments, to provide personalized, individualized educational opportunities for kids. That is, it respects the dignity of every child when that child can say, you know what, I want to follow my passions, I want to follow how I'm designed, how I'm created to be, and we feel that that's, you know, bottoms up, and that's how learning should be. Learning should be fun. Learning should meet everyone's individual needs so that they can learn how they can contribute to society. So that's what we're all about. That's what we want to do. We want to help people do that.
I absolutely love it. So how can people get in contact with this amazing foundation to be able to get these resources? Because I mean, this is new to me. And I know that it's probably new to some of our viewing audience. And so the fact that we even have this in existence, and you said free?
Yep.
Thanks to those amazing contributors and supporters. So thank you. Thank you, and please keep donating. We need this help. Okay, that was my little plug. Okay, so tell us how we can get in contact with you, you know, social media, website, all that good stuff.
So yeslegal.org is the web page you go to if you are an education entrepreneur starting an unconventional learning environment and you need some legal support. Yeslegal.org. Just fill in your question and we'll get back in touch with you. But our foundation website is the yeseverykidfoundation.org. And again, you can go there and just learn a little bit about what we do, and you know, contact us if you want to. But you can find us on Facebook, Yes Foundation on Twitter, and yeah, just, you know, follow us, and you can plug in to transforming the future of education in this country. Partner with us.
I absolutely love it, you guys. Thank you so much, Michael, for giving us some of your time and allowing us to be able to see in the windows of what's going on, you know, and allowing us to, well, I would say providing us access of the knowledge to know that this is available, and then also providing that open door saying, hey, not only do you need to know about it, and I'm telling you about it, but you can have access to these amazing resources from a legal perspective, from experts. So thank you for what you're doing. I'm going to look this up. I really appreciate it. And it's been a great time having you here on the Tina Ramsay Show. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Tina.
All right. So you guys, listen, if no one told you today that you matter, that you are worthy, and that you are loved, I want you to know that I value you and that you are worthy and I love you. So until next time, what do I want you to do? I want you to do what? Keep smiling. Make sure to tune in to the Tina Ramsay Show and podcast every week, same time, same place, powered by CTR Media Network, because it's time for you to come share, shine, and grow on the Tina Ramsay Show.